Federation of Television and Radio Artists. You're recognized, sir, for your 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chairman Bilirakis, Ranking Member Schakowsky, Chair Rogers, and Ranking Member Pallone. For me, it's a great honor to appear before this important committee. My name is Clark Gregg. As you said, I'm an actor, I'm a screenwriter, I'm a proud member of SAG-AFTRA and of the Writers Guild. Some of you might remember me as Agent Phil Coulson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In that role, my character had access to advanced and even alien technology that worked through biometrics, but that futuristic comic book tech has already become a reality. Data privacy issues affect everyone. Given that more and more of our data is protected by biometric technology, it's critical that we protect data such as voice prints, facial mapping, even personally identifying physical movements. We strongly support the committee's work to construct national data privacy and security protections so that our personal information cannot be used without our consent. I'm here because this issue's been top of mind this year for my fellow writers and SAG-AFTRA members, actors, broadcasters, recording artists. We are currently in a fight, to protect personal information such as voice, likeness, and audiovisual material online. Actors, like anyone else, deserve to have their biometric information protected from unauthorized access and use. Our voices, images, and performances are presently available on the internet both legally and illegally because we do not have data and privacy and security protections across the nation. AI models can ingest, reproduce, and modify them at will without consideration, compensation, or consent for the artist. That's a violation of privacy rights, but it's also a violation of our ability to compete fairly in the employment marketplace. And these fakes are deceptively presented to viewers as if those performances are real. Like any performer in a Marvel or any visual effects-driven film, I've been scanned. I've been scanned many times. You step into a tiny dome where there's literally hundreds of cameras. They record every detail and angle of you, and they create something called a digital double, which scared me 10 years ago. It really scares me now. This can be used with your voice, either real or synthesized, to recreate your character, to create a new character, or in the wrong hands, ironically, as you said, Chairman Bilirakis, a bad actor, it can create a new you that can roam the internet wreaking havoc in perpetuity. Now, it's hard enough for me to keep this me out of trouble. I don't have time to wrangle another one. Tom Hanks' stolen likeness was recently used to sell a dental insurance plan. Drake and The Weeknd released a new single that was streamed by millions. This came as quite a surprise to both Drake and The Weeknd because they had not released a new single. Even in my starving artist days, which went on for quite a while, I chose never to work in the adult end of my business, although a few of the Cinemax projects I read for came uncomfortably close. But I was recently sent very lifelike images of myself engaged in acrobatic pornography with, I will admit, abs that I would kill for. It's funny, but it's also terrifying. Deepfake porn is already a thing, and it's not a thing that I or my fellow performers signed up for, especially if we're not getting paid. I'm kidding. People, and indeed humanity, are more than just bits of digital information to be fed into a computer. And as AI grows exponentially by the minute, it's not just the film and television studios we have to worry about. This issue impacts every single American. Biometric information, even something as routine as a voice print or a facial map, can be exploited in ways that pose a danger not just to the broader public, but to national security, as you well know. As more companies use biometric information to verify identity, these risks expand exponentially. We must be vigilant and protect our data. We ask that key questions be answered. How and why is our biometric information being collected? How is it being used? Are there limitations on its use? What control do we have over the data? In our SAG-AFTRA AI guidelines, we demand the following answers. Are voice and likeness assets being safely stored? Who has access to them? What happens to data when the contractual relationship ends? What happens if there's a data breach? Privacy laws in over 24 other countries and many US states address these essential standards for biometric data, but overall, the US is behind the curve. There are no comprehensive federal privacy laws, so individuals must depend on our inconsistent state laws. SAG-AFTRA will fight to protect our members' voices and likeness from unauthorized use, but all individuals deserve safeguards against unauthorized access to their biometric data. In addition to the protections in this bill, we believe Congress must put guardrails in place now to prevent future misappropriation of creators' digital identities and performances. Our sector is under assault today. It may be your sector tomorrow. In closing, I want to say that being an actor can be a strange way of life. What you spend your life learning to create with is yourself, your face, your body, your memories, your life itself. When it works, that very uniqueness creates a character, a story that is universal, ineffable, something that brings people together. For artists and creators, this is an existential threat. If we don't protect our words, our likenesses, they will be harvested, mimicked, essentially stolen by AI systems and those that use or own the technology. We've arrived at a moment that's eerily reminiscent of the moment when Indigenous peoples first saw cameras and expressed a prescient fear that the machines might steal their very souls. As the dystopian sci-fi classics tell us, the computers may be coming for us, but we don't have to make it easy for them. I thank you for your time.
All right, next.